Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV.
This is Hack and the Hornet.
And the player introductions are wrapped up.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. Hey Dave. A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Cleveland. But when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early because when for young teams, once the scouting report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season as the days go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Barnes can't get it to go.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Unloads from 9, and he can't bank that one in. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
They just had nothing going for them. They look very defeated out there.
Washington. No good that time. Great D that time from Bagley. Kings leading now by 4. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Come on, kid. That's just Barnes showing off right now. Do you realize the strength it required to convert that and one?
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Marvin Bagley. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Heel. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Harris is checked in for Rozier. Harris against Fox. Now Harris. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
And now it's time to see which teams made that adjustment that could give them the edge. Some conference pride is at stake here, too.
Here's Fox. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Inside, Washington, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Sacramento leading by 5. Here's Fox. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's considered one of the quickest guys in the game. Fox, he really hurts defenses in these takes.
Harris kicks to Little. Back to Harris. Charlotte moving the ball around. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Holmes. That shot missing. Hornets trail by 7. To the left side wing. And there's Little. That's good on the assist from Harris.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of it.
And stolen by Harris. And they're on the break. In the corner, it's Monk. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Back to Monk. And stolen by Bazemore. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Barnes passes to Bazemore. Harris against Barnes. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. And so it's Charlotte with it. 6-point game. Pass to Monk. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Fox against Harris. Outside, Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Over Harris. Offline from the high post.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Kings lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, they've got Monk. Washington out there with Martin. Then it's Devin Harris.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Martin kicks to Monk. And the rejection by Holmes. Kings leading now by 4.
You know, Kevin, it wasn't a bad year for the Hornets last season. I mean, they missed the playoffs, but they were stuck in the middle ground. I mean, they were right in the fight for it. This team wants to be a contender, but the best path to that goal isn't easy to see.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Holmes with the steal. And checked in for Rashawn Holmes. The Hornets also with a sub. Ball's checked in for Malik Monk. And it's Barnes with the ball for the King. 6-point lead. Fox looking it over. Shoots over ball. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Fox has got the lead up to 8 now for the King. And the playoff drought for the Hornets weighing on everybody's mind.
Oh, man, 3 years straight missing the playoffs. 2002 was the last time the Hornets made it out of the first round. I can't find any sustained success from the franchise.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Washington, and another 3 for Charlotte.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Sacramento leading by 5. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Barnes outside. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside for Martin. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Sacramento. Parker. Passes to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
He's far from a shooter. I mean, Fox also has the ability to burn you from this area, too.
Charlotte moving it around. Holmes with the steal. Outside Fox. Here's Giles. Now the pass to Holmes. And that one, good. And now it's a 9-point Kings lead.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Monk. And the rejection by Holmes.
You know what the kind of competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score. And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just one triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Washington, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Washington's got 7 now in this quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Harris against Fox. Over Harris. Off the mark from 16 feet out. And so it's the Sacramento Kings heading to the bench with a 7.
What are you doing out there, Jack? Looks like you're running in the mud.
I got nothing tonight, man.
Okay, let's go back to basics, all right? See your man, see the ball, all right? Make the right pass, take the open shot. All right, you're doing too much.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible. Check in for Sacramento. Bielitsa comes in for Heald.
And a sudden departure from L.A. for Luke Walton. Landed with Sacramento almost immediately. Seems like he escaped some dysfunction upon leaving L.A.
Yeah, Jay, we all heard the reports that there was a lot of backstabbing during Walton's last year in L.A. I'm sure it feels nice for him to get a fresh start, especially with the front office that wants him there.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Line out there with Bagley, and it's Bielitsa in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, Martin. Pass to Washington. The Hornets rebound. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in. He has 6.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Fox against Hayward. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. That's a foul on Charlotte.
Well, the improvement we saw from Fox was a big reason the Kings were a surprise team from last season. He emerged as one of the team leaders early on, and he is still the playmaker for this team going forward.
And with Fox leading with his playmaking, the difference was clear.
Yeah, Kevin, he grew up so much during his rookie season. I mean, how he sees the court, when he's going to attack. The results showed up both in assist totals as well as his efficiency. And he was the one taking the shot.
Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
The shot's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Harris against Fox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
Time now for an injury report. And now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Terry Rozier's doing. David.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Hornets. And guys, he says it's just a bruised shoulder. Good news, because at first they feared it was much worse. And they count on him to provide in all ways. Now that he's out, they're in a precarious situation. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, If that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Wow, fellas, really tough news. It's going to have a big effect on the rest of the guys. Always so hard to have a teammate go down like that.
And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
Martin kicks to Harris. Back to Martin. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. The 8-footer misses off the right iron.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Up top, Bielitsa. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Giles. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. And the Kings lead by 5.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
And the rejection by Hole. Fox with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Barnes can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 5. Little dishes to Harris. Here's Little. He has 7. And he gets it to go. He's got 12.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure what this guy was in the first half.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Holmes. Right block shot. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
To the middle. Out to Harris. To the inside. Knocked away. And now Sacramento on the break. To the wing on the left. Fox against Harris. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Ahead, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Greg. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And guys, I've heard that Fox honed a lot of his basketball skills by playing NBA 2K. What up, Fox? Well, check it out. He learned the art of the pick and roll up ball screens, and he says that he's just about unbeatable at that game, too. Hey, Fox, I got you, baby. We can play anytime you want to.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
So it's Sacramento picking up the win.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the
Jay, you led the team in blocks tonight. Is this something you're looking to do more of going forward?
Man, I saw you and your family, man. You look good. But to answer your question, you know what? I always want to add to my game. And if there's something I'm not good at, I'm going to keep working on it so it'll get great. Anything else?
No.
No?
I'm good.
All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jay.
Hey, man. You got this something good?